Hi, I'm Terry Mangano, Mid-Ohio Foodbank Program Coordinator. As a member agency and program site of the Foodbank, it is important that you address hunger in your communities with food that is safely distributed and consumed by your clients. That's why I'm here today with Juanita Ward, our Agency Services Training Coordinator. Juanita will cover 4 basic food safety topics in this video. Following the video, in order to meet Mid-Ohio Foodbank's food safety requirements, you will have to pass a test covering these 4 topics listed here: foodborne illness and contamination, receiving food and storing food, personal hygiene, and cleaning and sanitizing.
Food safety is the responsibility of all employees and volunteers. Following food safety practices will ensure that your agency handles food safely. Safe food is free from contaminants and will not cause injury, harm, or illness to anyone eating it. So let's talk a little bit about foodborne illness. A foodborne illness is a sickness that is caused from eating contaminated food. A foodborne outbreak is when 2 or more individuals have the same foodborne illness from eating the same contaminated food. Foodborne illnesses are usually caused by microorganisms, which are living things that are too small to see, such as bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Symptoms of foodborne illness include diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, fever, and abdominal pain. The first symptoms of foodborne illness usually occur within 36 hours of eating contaminated foods. This is known as the onset time. The symptoms can last between 1 and 7 days. Anyone could get sick from a foodborne illness. However, some populations are at higher risk than others. Those populations that are at high risk are the elderly, children under the age of 5, pregnant women, and people that are sick. Some of our agencies handle food that is time temperature controlled for safety and are considered potentially hazardous. Examples are meat, shellfish and seafood, poultry, milk and dairy products, and products made from raw eggs. Some of our agencies only handle low-risk foods, such as whole fruit, dried pasta, breads, and cereal. Food at your program can become tainted by physical, chemical, or biological contaminants. Physical contaminants consist of hair, glass, paper, plastic, scabs and nails, rodent and insect droppings, and dead pests. Chemical contaminants may consist of bleach, cleaner, and pesticides, while biological contaminants consist of bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. To avoid the introduction of contaminated, expired, and unfit food into your program, it is vital that you check the food upon delivery. All foods should be checked for their label, proper temperature, and appearance. If you have any problems with your food items, please call Agency Services at 614-317-9426. Keeping foods at their proper temperature during transporting and storing is essential to making sure that the food does not become contaminated. Remember, as an agency member, you are required to maintain temperature logs of your dry storage area as well as your freezers and refrigerators of your program. This should be done at least once during the open hours of your program. In addition to keeping temperature logs, please remember to keep cold foods at 41 degrees or less. Keep hot foods at 135 degrees or above. Keep frozen food below 0 degrees. and never store raw meats above cooked or ready-to-eat foods in the refrigerator. During the process of sorting and storing your foods, you may notice that your food items have dates on them. Understanding these dates, or code dates, may prove to be helpful to you and your program. Use by, before, or best if used by is the last date a product is likely to be at peak flavor and quality. One of these dates is often placed on foods such as cereals. Package date. This is the date the food was packed or processed. Expiration dates are for most perishable foods. This indicates the last day on which they should be eaten or used. If perishable foods are packaged and frozen properly, they will be safe to eat after the expiration date. Eggs should be used within 3 to 5 weeks of purchase for best quality. Please throw all baby food and formula away if it is expired. Sell-by or pull date indicates how long a product should be displayed for sale and allows a reasonable amount of time for storage and home use, even if purchased on the date. A best practice for storing your food items is the use of FIFO, first in, first out. FIFO is the use of older foods first. This may prevent pest infestation, spoilage, and unwanted waste. When storing your food, you should always store food at least 6 inches off the floor, at least 4 inches away from the wall. Store food separate from chemicals, maintenance supplies, and household cleaning products. Keep foods at their proper temperature during transporting and storing. Understand product dating. And use FIFO, first in, first out. Proper hygiene consists of a person maintaining a high level of personal cleanliness, wearing proper work attire, and proper hand washing. Proper hand washing is essential. You should use hot water, liquid soap, and disposable paper towels. You should scrub your hands for 10 to 15 seconds. Lastly, we will discuss cleaning versus sanitizing at your program site. Note that there is a difference between the two. Cleaning is removing food, grease, dirt, or other debris from a surface or equipment, while sanitizing is reducing the microorganisms to a safe level. All equipment and surfaces should be cleaned and sanitized. By keeping your program area clean and sanitized, you can keep unwanted pests out and microorganisms to a minimum.
Thanks for watching this basic food safety training video. Following these procedures will help to ensure that you are not distributing food that is unsafe for your clients to consume. Please also make an effort to train any volunteers or staff that are also handling food at your site. And thank you again for all that you do. For more information on food safety, you can go to www.foodsafety.gov or contact Juanita Ward at jward@midohiofoodbank.org.